5 habits that I'm about to share with you are keeping you from winning. We are about to enter your winning season with daily habits. Now, I remember doing these habits on the daily and they stunted me from my growth. Now, we all have phases of doing bad habits and not keeping up with our healthy habits. But if we can keep that phase as short as possible, then we can get to our growth and our higher self much faster. And that's exactly what I want to help you do in this video. You know, when you get home from work, college, school, university after a long day and you sit on the couch and you start to catch up on anything that you have missed out, whether that's on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, whatever social media platform. This is the first habit you need to quit because, first of all, you are not missing out on anything. If anything, the only thing that you should be potentially catching up on when it comes to your phone is maintaining your meaningful relationships. And I doubt that is watching stories on Instagram. I doubt that's binging Snapchat stories. I doubt it's scrolling on TikTok. Because when you get home, it's time to shift your state. It's time to get out of the mindset of whether you were studying or working or whatever that was outside of the home, and it's time to get into a new, fresh mindset to either work on your goals, to relax, to get that relaxing energy, or to get ready to exercise. I want you to quit sitting on your phone. It wastes time and it doesn't help with getting you to that higher self. In my 1 hour video, I touched on how you can change states when you finish work and then you want to work on your business, for example. But this is something I need you to quit. Because when you get home, yes, your energy might already be low, but then when you start to scroll on your phone and you sit on the couch, you are only zapping your energy further. You are physically zapping your energy. Ali Abdaal mentioned in an interview on his podcast recently that most of the time, the things that bring us energy are not the things that we do when we are low on energy, but the things that drain our energy are usually the things that we do when we are low on energy. For example, if you're tired after a long day, the last thing that you want to do is take a shower or is take a walk outside, look at the sky, get some fresh air. That's the last thing you want to do because you're drained of energy. But those are the things that will give you energy. Those are the things that will refresh you and change your state. But instead, because you're low on energy, you do the things that zap your energy further, like lying in bed, scrolling on TikTok, or binging YouTube videos, where when you leave that task, you only leave with less energy than you came. And this is exactly what you do when you get home and you scroll on your phone. You think it's going to give you energy, you think it's like a refresh, you think it's going to calm you down, and then you're going to be able to just leave your phone with more energy that you came when you went on it, which never happens. So let's quit being delusional and let's remove that habit and let's get straight into the shower, or do a meditation, or do some movement, go out for a walk, or tidy your room. These are all great things to do instead of scrolling on your phone. The next habit that is keeping you from winning is snacking in between meals. I know that sometimes it feels more productive to have small snacks instead of eat proper meals, especially if you have a tough relationship with food. I know how it feels to not want to eat a lot because of fear of what the food could do, fear of how your body can change. But I promise you, when you eat whole foods and you try to do 3 meals a day, you will feel so much better for it. And if that feels like too much, start with your breakfast. I know we've been told, well, some of us have been told breakfast is the most important meals of the day, while others have been told to fast in the morning. Find what works for you. But I used to think that fasting worked for me. And the reason that I thought this was because we all wake up with a bit more discipline in the morning, right? And the discipline seems to decrease throughout the day. So if you're struggling with food or weight gain or something to do with your body image, you might think that, okay, in the morning I will restrict myself, or in the morning I'll be healthy, because in the evening I know that I will want to binge, or I know that I will be unhealthy. But when you are restricting yourself early in the day, this is why you end up binging. And this is also why you end up craving more sugary foods or craving more carbs in the evening. It's because you restricted in the morning. So it's kind of this vicious cycle, and I know it's hard to escape. But if you just try for a few days a week even, if you try to aim for 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and then increase it, or you just set your goal to do this for 7 days, set a little challenge for yourself, just to eat a protein-heavy breakfast. Keep it to whole foods, don't drink any caffeine before, just a protein-heavy breakfast, 3 days a week, or just for 7 days, see how you feel. Because I guarantee you will not have those cravings throughout the day. You will overthink less about food because you won't be craving food as much, and your cravings in the evening might even decrease. Although I know that this can also come from an emotional place, but the habit of you snacking, the habit of you picking at small things is stunting your growth, and it's keeping you from winning. It's keeping you from entering into that healthy girl era. It's keeping you from getting the body that you love. It's stopping you. So do this for yourself, do this out of self-love, do this out of self-respect, and do this out of curiosity. Curiosity to see how you're going to feel and how your body's going to react. Look, I'm the first to admit that I sometimes go to bed with dirty dishes in the sink, or I go to bed with clothes on my floor thinking I'm going to clean that up tomorrow. But this is where you practice delayed gratification. Cleaning up after yourself, building this habit of cleaning up after yourself in order to serve your future self will help you win. Because when you don't clean up after yourself, when you don't make your bed in the morning, you are giving another task to your future self, because eventually that task has to be done. Eventually you have to clean your room, eventually you have to make your bed, eventually you have to do your washing, eventually you have to put the dishes away. So why not do it now? Why not get that done? Why not practice delayed gratification? The habit of not cleaning up after yourself is keeping you from winning because you're wasting more time cleaning after and overthinking about the cleaning rather than just getting it done straight away. This is something I have had to practice and practice and practice. And I tell you, when you live with other people, it helps you so much to do it when you are held accountable and other people are making you do that. So that's a really great hack. But every time you cook a meal, just look at the dishes and think, do I want to do that later? Or should I just do it now? I should do it now because my future self would be so happy. Your future self will be so damn grateful. These small things that you do give you that self-confidence, they give you that self-discipline, and they also give you that hit of natural dopamine. And natural dopamine is something that we want to boost. Instead of having quick, artificial dopamine from our screens, we want to boost natural dopamine from actually doing actions that make us feel happy in real life. Now I know everyone talks about this one, but it's because it makes a huge difference, and it is your screen. Set yourself small ways to start doing these healthy habits. And as you can see, I'm wearing blue light blockers right now because these are such a freaking life hack. If you are someone who likes to work late at night, or you just like to watch TV or YouTube late at night, I get it. These will help you to sleep. And sleep is the basis of everything healthy that we are trying to build right now. Without adequate sleep, we are not going to have sustained energy throughout the day. We are not going to feel motivated. We are not going to have that mental clarity without quality sleep. So, if you want, grab some blue light blockers. These have saved my life. These are the night blue light blockers. These are actually from Raw Optics. I met them at Biohacker Summit, an amazing brand, amazing quality glasses, and I wear these every night when I'm on my screen, especially now that it's starting to get dark here in Sweden. This last habit is stunting your productivity and it's task switching. I want you to implement the 1 tab rule when you are doing a task. The 1 tab rule is keeping a minimum of 1 tab open. This will help you to actually focus on a task, and it will make it a lot harder to switch from task to task. Now, of course, if you are doing like 2 things that require 2 tabs open, like you're writing an email, you need to copy and paste something, fair enough. But really try to stick to the 1 tab rule when you are working and when you are trying to get a task done. When I implemented this, I started to actually tick off my list, because you know how frustrating it is when you have 5 things on your list and you think, okay, I have these 5 things, so I'm gonna start with 1 and 3. And then you start doing 1 and 3. And then you get reminded about 4. As you're doing 3, you think, oh, but I'm close to this website, which is like task number 4, right? So I should do a little bit of number 4 while I'm here, while I'm on this. Okay, so now you're doing 1, 3, and 4. And then you kind of forget about 1, so you're doing 3 and 4, but you haven't finished 1. So now you're doing 3 and 4, maybe you finished 3. Okay, great, now I'm on 4, now I'm on 4. Oh my God, I really need to do 2. Oh my God, I can't believe it, I almost forgot about 2. This is the way that you don't get your task done, your brain gets overwhelmed, and you are task switching, therefore you're not putting your all into each task. When you can implement the 1 tab rule, you will start winning. You will start winning your task because you will say, 1, I have to do task 1 and set yourself a timer. Set yourself a 20-minute timer. I could go all into like different productivity techniques when it comes to music, Pomodoro, timers, all of those different things. But just for this video, implement the 1 tab rule. And I have to mention timers because timers are just a game changer for completing tasks. If you found this video useful, share it with your bestie because when we all win, life is way more fun. I also have a newsletter link below so you can subscribe to that. And I will see you next week. Have a beautiful day, week, month, life. Bye.